All right, let's move to this next one from Time Magazine. And the number two, they say, save only the good loans. The good loans. In other words, let the underwater mortgages drown. If they're underwater, let them drown. And basically, here's what they say. They say, save the good loans and abandon the bad ones by writing down only those 1.2 million deeply underwater loans that are guaranteed by Fannie and Freddie Mae. And then they also say, for many underwater homeowners, even tweaks to the principal won't be enough to save their homes. The fact of the matter is, if you've got some people out there who are just too underwater, too behind, it's only going to prolong the inevitable. Let them go. And they say that's what you ought to do. They say it sounds drastic, but it might work. You say what, Gary?
Well, I think there are some problems with that philosophy in general. And the first is, if those homes are all foreclosed on and are coming back on the market at reduced prices, it affects everyone's value in the marketplace. And secondly, the homes that I'm seeing out there, and there are really only about 1% in our area, 14% short sale and foreclosure, but those homes are in deep trouble. They've been vandalized, there are mold issues, they're not being taken care of.
They're eyesores,
They are eyesores
as well out there. But again, what they're saying here, Mark, they say, as cold-hearted as this sounds, speedy foreclosure is often the fastest and most effective way to get rid of burdensome mortgage debt and then to boost the economy. They say it sounds drastic, but this will boost the economy.
I mean, Art, I do agree in that statement 100%, but there's also you should have a financial analysis also done on these people, either with a debt reduction, credit card debt settlement, or some type of debt consolidation. And basically, we could have kept those people in their home.
Because it's tough to throw them away, isn't it? And you know, I don't know. I don't know the best way to sum this up. And they say, look, it may sound cold-hearted, but some people just aren't going to be able to afford these mortgages, as you said, no matter what you do. And by letting these houses go, eliminating this debt that's out on the marketplace, it will spur the economy. How does that help to spur the economy, Gary?
Well, I think it will. Once we get to that point, we need to get those homes through the system. We need to get them sold. We need to get contractors, people back to work. We need to get them in there, fixing them up, and creating value again so that those homes can be turned over, the economy can get going off of that. So that is a positive side of that.
But who's going to do that, though? You say getting value again. There are foreclosed houses littered all over the United States of America right now. We see them everywhere with the signs up. You saw the number we put up at the top of the program. By getting rid of these bad loans, aren't you just going to create more abandoned houses out there?
Well, that's this is a very touchy issue because you also have these homes that basically are creating crime within the communities. I think if we basically do the first-time home buyers like FHA, first-time home buyers, and getting these type of borrowers in these homes and basically living the American dream again. Some people might see these as an eyesore, but then again, there's other people that might see this as a dream home.
Yeah, it's been all over the news, and we all remember the piece 60 Minutes did not too long ago where people were lined literally around the block because they're trying to save their homes. This is their American dream. And just because the economy tanked, just because the banks did some funny stuff with these mortgages or called in their loan, or we all know what happened. Just because they lost their job, should they be kicked and booted out of their house because they're underwater? Gary, it might help the economy, but boy, it's going to leave a lot of people in a very, very sad state of affairs.
Well, I think that's the last thing that you do. Obviously, if they just cannot make it, then you have to do something, and the banks are going to do something. But the first thing, as we've been talking about, is let's go through all the financials with these folks and make sure if there's a way they can save their home, extend the loans, reduce the principals. The best thing would be to keep them in there until the economy and the market starts to change around. Then perhaps they can sell.
Will the banks do that, though? Are they prepared to just let them stay there even though they're not getting any money in? The banks are in business to make money and to collect money. If you don't have any money to give me, why not kick you out?
Well, unfortunately, that is happening.
Yeah, and that's why you fight so hard for these modifications, isn't it?
Every day we're dealt with this same exact situation. We get phone calls, you know, heart-wrenching calls. People really do just want to stay in your home, but like you said, in some circumstances, it's basically best for the homeowner to actually leave. There is a program that they do have now, which is called Cash for Keys. The Cash for Keys allows the borrower to actually hand the keys back to the bank. They do give you expenses. I don't know how many thousands of dollars it is. Every bank is different. Or just do a deed in lieu or a short sale. So at least it gives the person with some money in their pocket. They're not leaving their home with nothing.
So they still leave the home, but they get something in exchange for it.
Correct. That's correct.
Which would be the perfect segue to the third idea, which is going to talk to the renters market. But I want you to hold your thoughts on that for just a moment. We're talking about the housing market. Are you in trouble with your mortgage? Are you like so many others out there? Is the home out for sale? Is the home next to you for sale? We're going to talk about ways to save the housing market. These are drastic measures. You're watching Art Fennell Reports on the Comcast Network. We will be right back.